While Fitch kept the country's rating unchanged at BB-, which is still effectively junk status, it cautioned that the country continued to face a number of downside risks that could impact the fiscus in the short to medium term.
In particular, there is some focus on ongoing overspending on the wage bill, continued support required by the SOS, and then, of course, elevated levels of poverty that may in due course require additional support from the fiscus.
Currently, the debt to GDP ratio is hovering around 75%. Fitch says higher economic growth is vital to ensure fiscal debt stabilization. But with economists pegging growth below 0.5% and estimates as low as 0.1%, debt stabilization appears to be under threat. However, moves to address the country's energy challenges are being viewed in a good light. But the whole structural reform agenda has been slow in kicking off.
It gives us credit for the reforms in the electricity sector that will make it easier for the private sector to play a role in addressing this constraint. But at the same time, it flags other constraints, such as in the logistics sector, and it also mentions that we have seen very limited reforms so far. We haven't really seen massive reforms that will meaningfully boost trend growth in the medium to longer term.
Meanwhile, the government says it's urgently implementing measures to reduce load shedding in the short term while transforming the energy sector through market reforms to achieve long-term energy security, and has reiterated National Treasury's message that the medium-term fiscal strategy is to achieve fiscal sustainability by reducing the budget deficit and stabilizing the debt-to-GDP ratio. A clearer picture on how successful National Treasury has been in this regard will emerge in the mid-term budget in October. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.